Christ. Rather pick this shit to listen to. Sold my hounds. Let's sell these. $275, that's 10 mil.
Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much, we feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these
there's some money.
all will be lost.
Look, I have 11 on market. So, we're good. Now let's go get some shit.
Cries out for universal brotherhood and the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world. Millions of despairing men, women, and little children. Victims of a system that
makes men torture.
And imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men.
Fuck, dude. I keep getting shit.
And the power they took from the people
So let's just go and do 1, 2,
liberty will never perish.
3. Should be enough time. Might as well just fucking do these. All good. That's all good with me. What? Oh, this one's hooked up.
Don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, or what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men.
Where's the other chair? Oh, dude.
You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men.
Okay, dude, fuck it.
You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. In the 17th chapter,
Yeah, that's good. We'll say that.
God is within man, not one man, nor a group of men, but in all men, in you the people have the
But
power.
what are the
The power
triggers?
to create machines, the power to create happiness.
What's the other
You,
trigger?
the people, have the power to make this life
Need to
free and
look,
beautiful,
yeah.
to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of
This is
democracy,
why
let
is
us
the
use
top.
that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. I can promise that these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world. Let us all unite.
Oh, we just hit all of them. The bottom trigger is the fucking battery. Why am I fucking hooked on that motherfucker? Dude, the fuck, dude, the battery dead now.
I know all kinds of people who don't tie themselves practicing their yoga, but they're just like ordinary people. Sometimes a little worse. And they can fool themselves. They can say, for example, well, my point of view in religion is very literal. I believe that all religions have divine revelation. But I don't understand the way you people fight about it. You fight and say that we, Jehovah's Witnesses, have the real religion. Others say, well, we Roman Catholics have it. And the Muslims say, no, it is in the Quran. And this is the right way. And somebody else gets up, and he may be a rather highbrow Catholic, and say, well, God has given the Spirit through all the traditions, but this is the most pure. Then somebody comes along and says, well, as I said, they're all revelations. And in seeing this, of course, I'm much more tolerant than you are. You see how that game is going to work? Yeah, I can take this position. Supposing you regard me as some sort of guru. And you know how gurus hate each other. They're always putting each other down. And I can say, well, I don't put other gurus down. See, that outwits all of them.
He's moving.
He was always doing that. They're always finding a way to be one up. And by the most incredible something.
Drinking white tea is awesome. I have white rose tea. Boom, bitch. I'm just hitting a button.
So you see that, you see? And you say, I realize I'm always doing that. And tell me, how do I not do that? I say, why do you want to know? Well, I'd be better that way. Yeah, but why do you want to be better? You see, the reason you want to be better is the reason why you aren't. Shall I put it like that? We aren't better because we want to be. Because the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Because all the do-gooders in the world, whether they're doing good for others or doing it for themselves, are troublemakers. On the basis of kindly let me help you or you'll drown, said the monkey.
I'm gonna grab some battery. How are those guys that close and I can't, I'm not moving?
We white Anglo-Saxon Protestants,
okay.
British, German, American, have been on a rampage for the past 100 or more years to improve the world. We have given the benefits of our culture, our religion, our technology to everybody, except perhaps the Australian Aborigines. And we have insisted that they receive the benefits of our culture, even our political styles, our democracy. You'd better be democratic. We'll shoot you. And having conferred these blessings all over the place, we wonder why everybody hates us. How do you know what's good for other people? How do you know what's good for you?
drone kill. Look at that.
How can you avoid anger? If you're driving in the Coimbatore street, you have to avoid bad drivers. You have to avoid drunken men crossing the street, children crossing the street, all kinds of things. But when you're driving in Coimbatore street, do you have to avoid the moon? No. Because the moon is not on the street. So similarly, right now are you angry? No? Then why should you avoid it? There's no need to avoid it. It is just that you think anger is an entity. Anger is not an entity. You become angry. Anger is not sitting somewhere and you go hit it. There is no such thing. You become angry. Human consciousness should create situations. Right now, situations are creating human consciousness. That's not the right way to shape human life.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret society, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. And no official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, should interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence. On infiltration instead of invasion. On subversion instead of election. On intimidation instead of free choice.
Motherfucker, dude, my buff fucking, I hate that.
It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silent, not praised. No expenditure is questioned. No secret is revealed. Government at all levels must meet its obligation to provide you with the fullest possible information. So it is to the printing press, to the recorder of man's deeds, the keeper of his conscience, that we look for strength, confident that with your help, man will be free and independent.
you know the famous saying, we don't see things as they are, we see them as we are. Which means you look at reality through the screen of your thinking and your judgment, which is conditioned by the past. It's like blinkers, worse than blinkers. It's like looking at reality through heavy veils. And so the identification with thinking, believing in your thoughts, having space outside of the movement of thought. That is the unconscious condition. And then you are burdened with a heavy ego, which is not an entity apart from thought. It is thoughts that you have identified with. And the first moment of freedom comes when you realize that certain thoughts have been going through your head for years, perhaps, and that they are only thoughts, and that you are not the thought.
You are the awareness.
In my case, I became aware that I had a thought, for example, it started in childhood. One of many negative thoughts I had. Bad things always happen to me. Bad things always happen to me. Your perception then becomes selective. That thought, or any thought of that kind, actually attracts negative things.
Yo, I need a new app to fucking stream on, so I think I'm gonna pay for one. I asked people if I want to do, if they wanted me to do a giveaway. No one's commented yet.
There are 100 billion neurons in the brain. Okay, there are more, each making thousands of connections to other cells. There are more connections in a single cubic centimeter of brain tissue than stars in our galaxy. And yet our inner experience offers absolutely no clue that this is the case.
Bam.
So we're not just slightly out of touch.
Let's get my drone to tap me a couple times.
We're completely out of touch. I actually think about the human brain a fair amount, but it almost never occurs to me that I actually have one. So we have a very limited view of what's going on. We're subjectively unaware of most of what our minds are doing. And yet when we think about what matters is consciousness and its contents. The consciousness is everything. Our experience of the world, the experience of those we care about, is a matter of consciousness and its contents. The most important question for us is how can we create lives that are truly worth living, given that these lives come to an end?
Damn, double pound. Yeah, dude, those mods work perfect. With the fittings or whatever the fuck, the rigs. least now nothing can get away from me. That's why I was pissed off. I'm like, this is broken. This is broken. Because I'll get down a little bit on my armor, or my shield will be like, you know, getting like bottoming out. But then I'll just start just going nuts and tanking, and I can get it all back up. So that's why I was never ever worried about the whole armor thing.
Much of what we want in life, much of what we want to
I should get some for build my shields up.
struggle itself. Any athlete
But we
knows
got.
that there's certain kinds of pain
Did I get skill
that are
points
actually
today?
pleasurable.
I don't know. We'll see.
It's the burn of lifting weights.
I wrote down the number on my hand. It's like 725 was the last number.
It's happening in
It
the
was
context
like
of progress. Most people learn to enjoy
it was like 119.75. 8
So the conceptual lens through which we view even very intense
on
sensation,
3,900,100 or 900,000. What is it?
and this is one of the many ways in which our thinking
Yeah, I had like 900,000.
about experience changes
913,725,
of experience.
I think. Hi, buddy. Dude, why am I going away from him right now? That's bullshit. It just jetted
I'm
away
in
from
your
me.
brain right now. Okay, everyone here is in your brain. Because I am pinching your brain. This is consciousness pinching consciousness. Whatever you can possibly notice in your body, in your mind, in the world, has only one place to appear. In your conscious experience. Now, I'm not saying this is all just a dream. But as a neurological matter, it is very much like a dream. It is a dream that is constrained by inputs from the external world. And the dreams we call dreams at night are dreams that are not constrained by the external world. Life is all you have. It's all you've ever had. It's all you have to offer other people. And this might sound callous to say when there may be many other aspects of your life that seem in need of
Why is there only 2 that's
when
firing?
you're struggling to find a career
What the fuck is that
or
about?
sick, but it's still true.
I only had 2 firing, man.
If you're perpetually angry and depressed and confused and unloving, it doesn't matter how much success you have or who is in your life, you're not going to enjoy any of it.
Try that too. What is it about society that disappoints you so much?
Oh, I don't know. Is it that we collectively thought Steve Jobs was a great man, even when we knew he made billions off the backs of children? Or maybe it's that it feels like all our heroes are counterfeit. The world itself's just one big hoax. Spamming each other with our running commentary bullshit masquerading.
Try that too.
Our social media faking its intimacy. Or is it that we voted for this? Not with our rigged elections, but with our things, our property, our money. I'm not saying anything. We all know why we do this, not because Hunger Games books makes us happy, but because we want to be sedated. Because it's painful not to pretend. Because we're cowards. Fuck society.
33,000. That'll be nice. Yeah. There, now it's clear. 73. Okay.
Work drive active.
I went to a meeting of geneticists not so long ago where they gathered in a group of philosophers and theologians and said, now look here, we need help. We now are on the verge of figuring out how to breed any kind of human character. We can give you saints, philosophers, scientists, great politicians, anything you want. Just tell us, what kind of human beings ought we to breed? So I said, how will those of us who are genetically unregenerate make up our minds what genetically generate people might be? Because I'm afraid very much that our selection of virtues may not work.
Work drive active.
I got too much shit I gotta sell.
It may be like, for example, this new kind of high-yield grain which is made and which is becoming ecologically destructive. When we interfere,
Work drive active.
100 and
breed efficient plants and efficient
so we'll do
animals, there's
100.
always some way in which we have to pay for it. And I can well see that eugenically produced human
Let's do that.
beings might be dreadful. We could have a plague of virtuous people. You realize that? Any animal considered in itself is virtuous, does its thing, but in crowds they're awful. Like a crowd of ants or locusts on the rampage. They're all perfectly good animals, but it's just too much. I could imagine a perfectly pestiferous mass of 1 million saints. So I said to these people, look, the only thing you can do, just be sure that a vast variety of human beings is maintained. Don't breed us down to a few excellent types. Excellent for what? We never know how circumstances are going to change and how our need for different kinds of people changes.
exteriorizing the human nervous system into a global organism. And what's happening is a lot of people are being left behind, or without even realizing it, are just opting out and saying, I can't handle it, it's too much to think about, I think I'll see what's on daytime TV, or I'll buy a newspaper, or I'll walk in the park to attempt to maintain the illusion that, things are as they are. Things aren't as they are. Things have already become as they will be. The future is now not ahead of us. We're there. We're there. And the only question is, where do you position yourself now in this multidimensional matrix? You can deny it. Become a reprobate, if you wish. Or you can move toward the front of knowledge. Position yourself close to these unfolding and empowering technologies.
They don't like us, so we're just gonna do these and get it done, and just keep refreshing that thing, and we'll get some ones. We'll get some big ones. So that's just what we have to deal with. So we're just gonna go fill up our inventory with all this debris and call it good. So that's what we need right now, is a bunch of debris, and we need different debris from different ships. Like, so I'm going to take some green ones and then some yellow ones. So, like, we're on Amari right now, so. Because it has to all do with the little tags on the side right here, These little things. So.
This was the start of a great tragedy and an even greater possibility.
Because there's even Kaldari ones right there. The yellow ones are Mari, the other ones are Goente or something like that. So we'll do some Goente ones and stuff. It's just, and my ship went up to 335. I have that thing for the collision. I want to get another one. Or if I put a single one of these, if I put one of these on here, I wonder if I can put a level 1 on there, if that's a double rig. I'm going to find out before I do it, so I don't have more penalties or nothing. Fire.
Demand more wheat. You cannot get more eggs by threatening a hen, but you can get a man to give you his eggs by threatening him. This human farming has been the most profitable and destructive occupation throughout history, and it is now reaching its destructive climax.
This is one of the reasons why I gave everything away. Being in that system of materialistic shit and constant oppression, that just it's when you have choice of what you're doing, but you have invisible walls. There's no fence around you, but the thing is, there's a financial fence to where it'll just destroy you. like, I don't have any credit. I never had credit. I've always paid cash for everything, rent, all that, ever since I was 17 years old. So, like, I don't deal with credit card, man. It's just cash.
Seen for what it is.
And we're a slave to that shit.
Where human farmers own human livestock. Some people get confused because governments provide healthcare and water and education and roads, and thus imagine that there is some benevolence at work. Nothing could be further from the reality.
This is scary.
Farmers provide healthcare and irrigation and training to their livestock. Some people get confused because we are allowed certain liberties and thus imagine that our governments protect our freedoms. But farmers plant their crops a certain distance apart to increase their yields. Are you beginning to see the nature of the cage you were born into?
It's real. Once you see that, things become even more clear when you see all this stuff happening where people are on government programs to all that stuff. I mean, like, it's not just they're on government programs, they quote unquote will vote a certain way. Like, I'm suspected to vote Democrat, but
everything and everybody is.
I'm not Democrat or Republican. I'm not independent. I'm nothing, because I know that voting doesn't matter.
If I had heard someone say to me,
So only in certain places that you're important to the government. So that's pretty proven. As right now to today, and like right now, I mean, it's pretty sad, but with certain places they're waiting for to get votes in which literally, like, your constant vote, like, they don't just go, hey, so and so got 150,000 here, fucking 80,000 over here for him, and this and that, and then they all stack up, and then they put them in a giant pile together of all the the voting numbers, but it's not that way. Electoral College fucking does it out of the certain counties that are cut out that they fucking specify, that they choose. And literally, like, I mean, literally, that is, for one, I would see that as election meddling, for one. Just, you can't do that, for one. You can't encroach on somebody to vote for you. Obviously, we are in America, but the thing is with that, I mean, there's certain privileges that we all have, but voting, you don't have to go and vote. Like, it's not mandatory for you to do any of that stuff. And the main thing is what I'm kind of irritated at, but nobody sees, is that in 19, when they called in for the gold, like 1919, I think it was, 1920, and they called in everybody to turn in their gold, and everybody did, and then everybody was given a tax number from that day, and we all became slaves after that point, and that was the Great Depression, where everybody was killing themselves. I mean, that's literally, like, the biggest thing ever was suicide. They don't talk about that. They won't ever say anything about that. Suicide was one of the main things that happened in the Great Depression. My grandpa came over here around that time and witnessed everything that was going on and lived through that. as a teenager, and yeah, as like a young man. So, and then he went into the army. That's what he did to save his butt, was to go into the army. But what the hell's up with this guy? Focus fire, man. Just kill it. It's 13 meters away. How's he not dead right now? Oh, you're gonna try to leave? I don't think so, dude. My grandpa lived a pretty wild life. Owned a business, owned buildings, businesses and shit, and fucking some wild shit, man. My grandpa was pretty awesome. He was a war hero twice. He was in World War I, and then he was in, he was one of the guys that came back from Omaha Beach, on the first platoon that went through, the first infantry. So, because they had military, they had Army, Navy, and Marines all pushing at the same time. Worst thing in the world, because it was a giant trap on that beach. My grandpa's friends died right in front of him. He had to lay on him. I'm not going to get into those stories. He told me some wild stuff after I turned 15, because he knew that if I knew them when I was younger, I'd have nightmares. So my grandpa was a great man, and I'll always love him for it. He was a pretty short guy, but yeah, he told me about a lot of things, like his friends betting on him from other coworkers and stuff. Kind of funny, because he was like a strong guy. He was always picking up 2 concrete bags, one on one shoulder, one on the other, and walk with them. And I guess those concrete bags are like 100 pounds a piece, so he'd always be doing that just to get a workout every day on his legs. And yeah, pretty fucking funny. My grandpa was nuts. So, but he looked like Jack LaLanne, like the Juice guy. He was way cool. Yeah, time of his life up here. Yeah, so yeah, those stories were wild, but his brother, half-brother, was a Nazi, and was a Nazi officer, and he was a sniper, and he was shooting. He was a great rifleman, I guess, Andrew was, and but he was a Nazi though, so like, that's what my grandpa ran from when he was younger. They got on a boat when he was like 15, and was a stowaway, and got across the Atlantic Ocean, and he said he was like starving when he got off in New York. So yeah, off the cargo ship, they had to like jump into the water and swim and get out with their stuff and leave. So like pretty wild, like on the docks there. So my grandpa was pretty fortunate. He got away, and he's just my grandpa was kind of like a ninja, so he had to be when he was younger, or he would have been dead. So, but yeah. My family's pretty wild. We're survivors of a lot of things. So, the last of the bloodline of the Hosoffels is my bloodline is me. So, my son actually. I got a son that's 14, 15 years old. He was born in 06, so. 14. Be 15 this year, or next year. to see him. It'd be fun. Haven't seen him at all, really. Sad story with it. I don't want to make people cry. So, I'll spare it. The gamers that know me and shit, like, know my, they know my stories, my history, so. I've always been pretty secretive of a person, so it's just that way. My doctor freaked out because he was like, "How do you not have medical records?" I'm like, "You ask, you tell me."
Almost doesn't exist. Because what they're really interested in is the next one.
I'm a private person, man. I don't like people fucking digging into my shit, but it's not that. It's just, I don't see purpose for conversation to be bullshit. Especially about like talk shows, fucking movie stars that were fucking retards. Because they never cared about anybody in the fucking first place. Or they would have cut all their shit and all their ties and all that shit with the fucking evil Hollywood shit going on. But they don't care. I'm gonna turn my screen up some so y'all can see me.
So when you always live towards the future, you live your life trapped in a conceptual reality of thoughts. Life is always
I'll have to switch my batteries again. I hope everybody's doing well out there. There's been a lot of crazy shit happening. We have a lot of big meteorites coming in, and we have fucking huge fireballs happening. There's nothing anybody can do about it. Just to let you guys know, there's nothing we can protect against incoming asteroids, any type of impact from space. So if they say they can do something, they're not able to do it, because the thing is, they can't launch a nuclear weapon up and blow up a fucking thing, because it'll take that much, because the fallout from it across and into the atmosphere would cause the worst die-off and shit in the fucking history of mankind. So the thing is, when these things have to hit, you can't redirect them. There's no way possible to redirect, because it doesn't have thrust. You'd have to actually anchor thrusters to the fucking surface, if the surface of the thing was even penetrable. Because like the thing is, we only know of diamond that can cut diamond, like the hardest material we know of, but there is fucking thousands and millions of elements that we don't even know about. And that's the thing, I've seen that shit, and I mean, like, they're like structures and stuff built of different materials that literally like you would want to fucking know everything about. Like, but the thing is, there's not enough time, quote unquote. Haha, just kidding, time doesn't exist. I didn't even know what time it was today. I was gonna put my little girl to sleep at like 6. I was like, oops, it's way too, it gets dark way too early now. She was being a butt.
Without some sense
of achievement.
Meditation will bring more answers to you that you were searching if you are looking for answers. I know everybody's looking for answers, the meaning of life, things like that. I could tell you, but you'd have to experience it for yourself to fully understand and respect what I'm saying. Because like there's things that we used to be able to do that we can't do now because of the consciousness we slipped into. So like we went on a bad trip. So with 10 minutes.
But those who do pass along with a greater sense of peace, a greater sense of integrity, do they look back upon the kindliness that they have shown? The sacrifices that they have made for others are suddenly more than worthwhile. They keep to themselves everything they gave. They lose from themselves
everything they kept. Does that make sense? It should. Because the most important thing in life is love. And that's your purpose here. Our purpose before was to mine gold. We don't exactly have a purpose, but the thing is, we need to get to a higher vibrational frequency to achieve Christ consciousness. That is the key to your life. That is the key to humanity. So even if there's a few of us that make it to Christ consciousness, that's enough. Because the thing is, not everybody can go. Because there's things that others won't let go of, and people won't understand and have the intellectual ability to accept certain things. And just like, yeah, it's really deep. I'll just say that. I can go on more about it, but just ask in the comments. But it's the meaning of life, and literally like the thing is that I have people that contact me about stuff. I am who I say I am. What my name is. I'm a teacher of light. That's what I am. Light is the truth. There's really horrible truths, and there's ones that just make you just drop your jaw, hit the floor, and literally, like, I mean, my jaw wasn't on the floor when I absorbed this, and like I was just mind blown by just such amazing information. And that's the key. That's all is information. And you know, there's if it's hard to accept different things when you experience them for the first time, and it's something that doesn't have terms that have been able to be written, because no human being has written anything in a book that was close to it. So, I mean, literally, like, the loving light of quote-unquote heaven, I mean, it literally is what it is. I mean, like, yeah, it's like this. It's like space. We're all in this collective of light, like that big cloud right there. That's what it is. It's simple, but people try to make it like so difficult. All you have to do is love each other, and that's the thing. That's what the thing about the war thing. We have to like stop this war shit. Everybody has to like fucking be on point with it. Because if we're not on point, we all fucked up and slipping. Last thing you need to be is slipping in a time where you need to be right on top of humanity. And I mean, this is how you save billions of people, but also that many people. You have the power when you have that many people. Like, if everybody sat and meditated, it would break things in the world, break these really fucked up cycles, because our bioenergy would be extreme. You should see what happens when millions meditate and it drops the crime rate across an entire country for fucking months. Like, I mean, if people just sat down and meditated, it's not just, oh, let me be hippie and this and that. Like, I mean, it's literally like the coolest thing in the world, because you open your mind and you get to see the people that that died that you love. And I mean, I talked to my dad. How the fuck am I talking to my dad if I'm not able to do this? And I mean, like, you know, me and my dad have had serious conversations about this, about me coming and talking with people about what's going on, and, you know, but the thing is, because there's a darkness that's here. I've seen it. There's something that's pulsing the mass media, and it's not like this fucking, okay, so there's like different groups like QAnon and shit. Those guys are like nothing, or they want to like try to take down different things. There's a lot of shit that's there, that's disinformation that they're getting funded on. So, I mean, like, I ain't saying QAnon's getting funded by certain groups, but they get money from somewhere. So, like, Anonymous really hasn't done shit. Come on, guys. Last good anonymous person was fucking Snowden and fucking WikiLeaks. It was Julian. That's the only two fucking people that have fucking balls to do something. And literally, like, you know, it is what it is, man. These guys have fucking balls of steel. I hope the president fucking pardons Snowden and Julian. I want to see a pardon for Julian Assange, like, right now. He needs fucking to be out. The man is a hero, for one. Just because people don't like the mainstream media, it doesn't fucking matter. Those guys fucking had footage of them fucking killing a bunch of journalists. That's the fucking thing. It wasn't like drug dealers. They met with that team of press was meeting with people, like, we were informants. What the fuck? They're meeting with informants and shit, and fucking they shot them down. They killed every one of those guys. They said, oh, it was friendly fire. There was no friendly fire about it. And that's the thing, man. I mean, like, dude, Chris Stevens shouldn't have died. That shit's bullshit. And Gaddafi shouldn't have been killed. Muammar Gaddafi was the man that was about to change Africa forever and get them away from the United States' money. And that's the thing, because he had billions and billions in gold, and that's the thing. He was one of the richest people in the world, and then he killed his ass. And the thing is, he was being humanitarian. He wasn't being a piece of shit like a lot of these fucking rulers are. You know, like, I mean, literally, like these guys fucking destroyed this man, and literally, like, it was fucking Hillary Clinton that fucking did it. You know, I mean, you know, that lady's fucking body count's insane. Like, I've been fucking talking about Epstein fucking when Alex Jones was talking about Epstein. So it's like, what the fuck is this guy? How the fuck did this guy get off of this? I saw the shit in the Miami Herald about fucking his deal that happened. I'm like, what? And I heard about the island too. And I knew about adrenochrome harvesting. That the thing is that fucking the missing people across the whole entire United States, people are being harvested for adrenochrome. And that's what it is. So they're looking for youth, which is anywhere from 5 to 14 years of age. And they harvest their fucking, their gland, their adrenochrome gland after they fucking torture them. It's what they fucking do. And that's what happens, okay? It's real. That's what Epstein was doing besides a eugenics thing. Like trying to have the most, you know, elite. What the fuck? Why is my fucking shield getting turned off? The most elite, race. And was using his genetics and shit. He had a genetics lab, if you guys don't know about that shit, in New Mexico. There was like 5 fucking acres of labs that are underneath this fucking property that has floors. They have fucking floors, so it's like a fucking building underneath the ground. And that's right next to the fucking what's his name? That's Senator Huckabee, Mike Huckabee. Or yeah, in New Mexico. I'm not even kidding. Clinton Foundation was helped set up with Epstein money. Yup. Think of that one. So, you tell me. Epstein's not even dead. That was a fucking... They had a body... They had some body double. Because that's what they would do. If the cameras were shut off, they would have a body double being shifted in there. I'm smart as fuck, dude. I know everything. That's exactly what happened. The guy's alive. He's not dead. Yeah, Epstein's not dead. He's alive still. Hey, look at that. I'm about to go outside and find out what the fuck all this stomping is. Dude, come on. Where's another one at? We usually have like back-to-backs. But, okay. We got one jumper. Maybe we should wait. I'll wait for 2 seconds. I got no energy. Shit's so dope. Bink, bink. I'm gonna wait for this to heal up, and I'm gonna change out my lighting. hands are fucking wet. Got 3 Nosferatus on me. 2 Web of Fires. He's dead. Thanks, John. Ooh. Oh, the phone just fell. There we go. Got it dropped by 2. He ran away. Thanks for running away, motherfucker. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, dude. Yeah. stand for it, a little better stand and set it on there. Only like 10 inches tall. But it would have to be like a wire one. I'm gonna make something. I'm gonna make like a little stand out of like wire hangers. It'll be cool. I'll fabricate some. I'll settle with 32. Whoa, dude. It's fucking minty. fucking tasted funky, man. I got 1 million to go to reset my shit too. Let's go get this. Easy peasy shit. Hopefully the stream doesn't get cut, dude. I'm gonna get fucking pissed. I'm just on regular, not on Shark Space right now. Drone hit him and my fucking railguns at the same time. Rocked him. Yeah, dude, railguns are boss. I don't care who we are, they're boss. Good night. Let's try to get these ones fast. I just don't want to get fucking cut off, man. It happened 3 times this morning. I need a different app to fucking... I need a different streaming service that does screen recording. I can't do Twitch because I don't have a computer that's running with Wi-Fi and shit, so... then I'd have to sit there with the computer. Like, mobile streaming is definitely it. For me, it's definitely, if somebody knows of one that's like a good one that you just pay a little bit, it's not a fuckload. Because I haven't made any money really off this, of gaming or the channel or anything, so everything that I've done has been my own money. Fuck you, dude. Come on, man. Here's something. anomalies all the way around that star. It's kind of cool. What's up, guys? Boom, 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 boom. Your fucking healer ship don't work, do it? Dude, okay, so I need to do like a couple more of these. Let's go. And let's refresh. Actually, let's wait until this thing's done. I'm gonna make it so my drone doesn't. I don't use my drone in the last, dude. Meet you there, when summer comes, and in between all the talk of what's meant to be, baby, I'll meet you there. Come with me. Baby. It's into my face. The top trigger right here is for my battery. And the X button is my drone. So I'm pushing right here. This guy's dead. Fuck. That weed is killer. My eyes are so glazed right now. So that damage 359, 884. That's where it is. I was at 2 million. Anybody want to tell me? They overprice shit too much. Should be like market price, not like top sale price. Because then you could fuck off everything else. I'm keeping this little dude up in the corner right there, this little finger, and sticking that there. But I'm gonna let it go to sleep. So, we got a little ways to jump. I really want to sit in my fucking chair. I can't fit in here, I don't believe. Don't worry, I want to bring my high back in this bitch. Good try. Probably knock everything down. Because it needs all the room it can get. I don't know, it might be able to fit right here. I'm gonna see. I think it's possible. It's not fitting. It's too wide. The bathroom door was open. If the bathroom doors were like that much wider, I'd be able to get through, but I can't. I just tried to do it. Waste of time. One thing I found on how to chill my battery out is I have it leaning against a thing of water. And if I go put a bottle of water in the freezer and freeze it up, and then put a sock on it afterwards and set it down, it'll just radiate the cold through the back, and then the phone will just suck the cold in, and you can actually watch the temperature drop fucking big time. And then actually you'd have to switch because it would get too cold. Be nuts. See it like fucking 10 degrees. I'm actually gonna switch this, so I'm gonna set this down. I'll be right back. I got a cold bottle of water. I'm gonna see if it drops or not. It's actually propped against the bottle. I have it leaning completely on it, so we'll see. Oh, fuck. Fucking what? This is stupid. Just keep making these. I don't have enough thingies. So I've got 9,998,000. So all I need is like fucking 2 more missions, and then I get my chips, dude. Yeah, look at this. Hopefully I get those skill points. Maybe. They gave me skill points and those chips. Yeah. I get the skill points. Oh, fuck yeah. And then I'll just click those, and then I'll fucking add them to that fucking 5 there, and I'll be done. So I'll get fuckloads of skill points. I might just save them all and let that fucker roll. Maybe. How long do we got on that skill? 68 hours? So I would have enough shit for fucking pop that to 5 and have expert railguns. Awesome. I want to know too.
I was scared. But actually, for me,
Not for her. Shit.
what she was doing,
Oh,
where she was going.
that's my other one I should hit. Yeah, it sucks when you get incense sticks in your sink, like that fall down in your drain. I've had to pull my drain apart one time. It was actually ugly as shit because I don't think they ever fixed the plumbing here before. And I was always wondering why the fuck my fucking thing went wrong, so I took it apart myself and looked at it. Cleaned it out and fixed it all. It was fucking not cool. It smelled horrid, like a dead, like something dead. It was like a giant slimy thing that came out of it. It's really gross. I might grab an incense that are still like burnable. You never toss out a good piece of incense if it's still good, because each one of these is a flavor that or one that I've burned before that I liked. So. But there's also sticks that I'm like just throwing away. So. One burned to a fucking, like a fucking plastic ring or something. Got some nails in here and a scraper. shit. What just happened? My stream just shut off. No, it's still going. What's going on here, dude? I should have been fucking paying attention to what my screen was doing. Just shut my fucking... I shut everything off? No, we got good quality still. Good quality still there. Why it fucking... Dude. What is that? I'm glad I wasn't battling. I'll be freaking out right now. I'm fucking 3 jumps away, dude. Fuck, okay. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Like, subscribe.